everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I want to show you Pampered Chef's new Tart Pan, and I'm going to show you how to make a strawberry whipped cream brownie tart. And it is going to be delicious, and I can't wait to show you how to make it. If this is the first time that you're watching one of my videos, please hit the subscribe button while you're here, and also make sure you go to theflipflopchef.com and join my recipe community. You'll have access to thousands of recipes, as well as a weekly giveaway and so much more. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, this is Pampered Chef's Tart Pan, and I think it's really cool that they included a lid. So we're gonna pop this lid off. I've already pre-baked our brownie. So I wanna show you that this will fit inside of the lid, the base will fit inside of the lid. So if you're serving this somewhere, you can always keep the lid with the pan, and so you don't end up missing pieces when it's time to go home. So I'm gonna take this out because there's a little magic to this pan, and I'm really excited to show you. So first of all, this has our brownie mix. This is an 18.3 ounce brownie mix. This is just from Betty Crocker. It's a fudge brownie mix, and I wanted to make sure to share the size so that you know that it will fit in this pan, because it was kind of a test for me to make sure that it was not going to be too much. But this pan has two pieces other than the lid. So I want you to see this. Look at this. So you see how I can just kind of pop this out? So we are going to take the brownie out of the pan, and so here is the pan. The bottom of this pan is still attached to the brownie. You can leave it on there, or you can try to use like a nylon tool or something to easily separate it from there. I'm going to just set this right on my cake pedestal, and I want to make this look really pretty. I always like taking a dessert that's just really basic, like brownie mix, it's nothing special, and turning it into something amazing. So we're going to put whipped cream on this, and then we're going to put some strawberries, and I even have some chocolate sauce to drizzle on the top. But first, if you haven't seen Pampered Chef's Deluxe stand mixer, that's what this really cool gadget here is. And I love it because excuse me, I already have it on, but there's an on-off switch on the back, so when you're not using it, you want to turn it off. And also when you are changing out the blades. So I have a regular whisk attachment, we have a scraper beater, and we have a dough hook. These go on and off very easily. You just push up and twist, and it pops right out. And then the bowl, put this back in, and the bowl just twists on, and you can take it in and out just like that. Let's see if I can get it back. And then to close this, there is a handle. You press that, and then you can close it. Then you can turn it on. You don't ever want the power on when you're handling the beaters, because you don't want to hurt yourself if they were to accidentally come on, or if you were to bump the button, or somebody else helping you in the kitchen bumps the buttons. But it's pre-programmed. I have another video, excuse me, going in more detail about the mixer, but they're all pre-programmed settings, and you're going to get this Deluxe stand mixer cooking guide, and there are custom options. So if you don't want to use a pre-programmed setting, you can set it for whatever speed and go for however long that you like. But I made whipped cream ahead of time, and it took 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the whip program to make this beautiful, delicious whipped cream. And so I have our whipped cream. You can check out that video to see how to make the whipped cream separately. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop this right up on top of our brownie, and then we're going to spread it around with our small spreader, and then we're going to decorate it with some berries. I have some strawberries and some blackberries. Let's see if that's enough. And I'm going to take our small spreader. Now be aware that this may slide around on your cake platter, so make sure you're kind of keeping an eye on that so you don't fling it off the platter onto your countertop, or even worse, onto the floor. That would just be terrible. Now I'm just kind of spread this to the edge. Doesn't have to be fancy or anything, and then we'll decorate this. Now remember to go to theflipflopchef.com so that you can get this recipe and thousands more. And I also have a weekly giveaway every single Friday. It's called Flip Flop Friday, and to enter that weekly drawing, all you have to do is comment on the post. You can say, oh, I want that, pick me, anything you want. You can say, hey Mindy, I love you Mindy, whatever you want to say, and you'll be entered to win. So every Friday I post, usually on Friday mornings, I post the giveaway. I tell you what I'm going to give away, and I tell you that you can comment anytime Friday through Sunday, and I draw a random winner on Monday. Okay, so now I'm just kind of trying to make like a flat, sort of a flat surface, kind of pretty on the top, just swirling this back and forth, and then we're going to add some strawberries. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide this over, And I think, whoops, I made a mess. Let me wipe this off with the paper towel. I don't want to get a bunch of whipped cream on my strawberries because I want this dessert to stay nice and pretty. So start with a clean slate there, and I've got some strawberries. I want to cut these in half. So I think I'm just going to try to pick some that are about the same size here, maybe 5 or 6, and we have some really big ones in here. Let's see, let's start with that. And I'm going to take our paring knife. This is our color-coded paring knife. Has a little guard to protect your knife if you're storing this in a drawer so you don't cut yourself. I'm going to cut these like this. Whoops, the green fell off of that, but I do want to try to keep some of the green because I want to decorate this around. So let's see how many we're going to need. So I'm just going to cut these in half, leaving the green on if I can. All right, let's start with that, and I'm going to move my other hooks around so we have that scraper beater attachment and the dough hook attachment that go with that. All right, so now you just have to decide, do you want the berries to be pointed out or pointed in? And I think I'm going to do pointed out. You could do it however way you want. Hopefully I don't regret that and want to do it the other way, but if I do, I can just make this again. I know my family won't complain if I make brownies more than one time. And I'm just going to continue to turn this around. I like the green on the ends there. All right, I'm going to separate those just a tiny bit, kind of make it look like a little wreath there. And we'll set these aside. Actually, I want to show you something fun. So we're not going to use this in the recipe, but this is a new cup slicer, and this thing is pretty cool. I already have a few strawberries in here, but watch how this works. So here, I'll just cut the green off of these and show you. So what you can do is you can just press in here, and look, it continues to slice all of the strawberries in the cup. So cool. And then you can pour them and transfer them wherever you like. Now I need to decide if I want to use some of these blackberries or if I want to just leave the strawberries. So I think I'm gonna put, let's see, do I want to add blackberries? I don't always know what I'm gonna do before I do it. So let's add some blackberries. See if I can fit these in between. And I'm trying to pick blackberries that are about the same size so that it looks somewhat uniform all the way around. And this whipped cream is really forgiving, so you can kind of move these strawberries around if you need to make more room along the way. That one's not the right size. Let me try a different one. Let's pick one that looks a little bit better. Okay, so we could leave this the way that it is. See if I can tilt this without knocking it off of my cake platter. But chocolate makes everything better, right? So I have some Brownie dark chocolate. This is some of their Pure Made sauce, and I'm just going to let this just barely start coming out. Whoops, I want to drizzle just a little bit. This is just like a tiny little garnish. I'm not doing a ton. Don't squeeze very hard. And that's it. So just enough. Let's see. I'll have to take some pictures from flat lay so that you guys can see this better. I will post this recipe in my recipe community. I hope that you guys will try it and let me know what you think about it. So I have more videos to come. Stay tuned for more, but don't forget to go to theflipflopchef.com and check out my recipe community and let me know if there's anything I can help you with. As a consultant with the Pampered Chef, I do make a commission on the products that I sell, and I'd love the opportunity to be your consultant. So that's all for today. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.